again, skipping the intro, just getting straight to it. So, another thing that's really annoying, and I know it's just like, okay, girl, you just trying to make shit make sense. I am trying to make shit make sense because so much stuff in my life does not make sense. Um, the main manager at my storage unit looks just like, I mean, identical, body shape, everything. They're both roly-poly-olies. Like the man who sexually assaulted me in the ICU. And the manager at the storage unit has been harassing me from the moment I was in there. Literally, I had made a joke with the lady in there, and we laughed, and he came out of nowhere around the corner like, I hear laughter, and it's been bothering me ever since. And, you know, even with him looking like the guy, I didn't take it out on him. But then him harassing me the way that he was, just like, this is honestly just too much, right? So that. Two, it's just like, you know, I'm in the ICU, I'm in the hospital, and the main nurse, well, she wasn't the main nurse. There was a nurse in the ER named Karen who, I don't know what was wrong with her. She told me, you know, that all the nurses in the hospital retaliated against me after I said something about the male nurse in the ICU. And that happened my first night in there. Literally my first night in the ICU. And I said something, immediately they opened up an investigation. And then after that is when the alleged medicine-induced stroke happened. All the nurse abuse, the quote-unquote retaliation she's talking about. She also refused to give me medicine that was approved by the doctor. She literally refused to give it to me. She also refused, told people not to feed me or anything, and then said I was only in the hospital to prevent from being homeless. And it's just like, that's not true. That's not true at all. And it's crazy because it's just like, again, after that, all this shit that usually don't be going wrong in my life has gone wrong. And it's just like, I'm not saying me homeless is them, but I'm also not saying that it's not. Well, when I was homeless, because they, you know, USC, they got money, right? So they allegedly had me followed, allegedly had my phone tapped. So I don't think allegedly they would do everything possible to prevent paying me for my pain and suffering. You hear what I'm saying? So, because they're wrong. And, you know, this is why I didn't want to say anything at first about the lawsuits. I didn't really want to bring attention to it. I was just going to sue them and let that be that. But there was so much going on in my life. It's just like, you know what? If they try to allegedly take me out inside the hospital, if I don't say anything and something happens to me, they could get away with it. So I'm going to say something. And that's what I've been doing. Now, granted, things have been, you know, hectic, but I'm also proud of myself for having the courage and the strength, despite my depression, despite my finances, despite the lack of support from my family, to go up against someone who considers himself a big dog, because I'm a big dog, who considers himself a big dog. And it's just like, it takes a lot of courage to go up against such a big company who can, because here's the thing, my medical records, which, you know, the ones that were almost open, and another thing is in my storage, I have a copy of my medical records. I have multiple copies. One, I'm not stupid, but I have copies of my medical records, and they're afraid of that because with everything that I provided online, it shows that they're lying on all my medical records. They put on there that as if like I was crazy and loopy and I was making everything up. And I provided all this proof that shows that they're the ones lying. So again, I don't think it's a coincidence that everything that was helping me pay for different things all of a sudden just stopped. It's just like, I see what y'all are doing. It's disgusting. It's gross. Y'all need to relax, pay me, and back the fuck off. I'm serious.